I came here to admit to what I did. Max never forced himself on me, D.A. Russo. I admit that I lied about it. Again, you don't have to share your story. This is my attempt at regaining your trust, Quinlan. Alright, I'll sign the contract. But I would feel secure in our relationship if you put your pride aside and accept that you need help. In fact, I promise to stand beside you. I assume you're here to update me on Pacho's offer, and I assume that I'm not gonna like it. You're right, Ben. I decided to accept the offer that Pacho made me. I see that you're upset again. Is Zeke the reason for the way you're feeling, Nichelle? Maybe. Did you talk with him? Is he cheating on you again? No, Yulissa. Zeke hasn't been cheating on me, but he has done something to hurt me. So my son didn't harm you after all. Shocker. What made you want to admit that you lied? Because I know how much it hurt Max and I want to clear his name. Alright? Then lay it all out, Miss Mitchell. Obviously, I've heard Max's side of the story, but what about you, Yvette? What really happened that night? Vanessa, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it's alright, Max. Is it? Because if you want me to go, then I'll leave right now. I hate to say that I'm not surprised, Quinlan. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly how it sounds. I knew you'd place your career above all. That is not true, Ben. You sure? Don't you understand that you're willing to drag out this scandal about you and my dad all so that you could get your own news program? I'm trying to clear my name. Clear your name? There's nothing to clear, Quinlan. You slept with my father despite the fact that you knew he was much older and was a married man with 2 sons. What has Zeke done this time? It's a personal problem, Yulissa. A really personal problem that he trusted me with, and I don't want to break that trust. Yet it sounds like he continues to break your trust, which brings you pain and you continue to stay with him. Because despite how many times he makes stupid choices, I can't help but still be in love with him and hope that he does the right thing. And how long do you think you can take it, Nichelle? How many stupid choices does Zeke have to make until you say enough is enough? That night, he came by my house to speak with my parents, but my parents were at Theodosius' palace to honor the nursing scholarship in Elvira's name. Yeah, then how come Max stayed? Why didn't he just leave? I offered him French toast. We started talking, then began kissing, and I had protection on me, so that's enough. Just knowing that my son lost his virginity to you, that's all I need to know. How did that night turn into you accusing my son of forcing himself on you? My parents found the contraceptive, and I was worried that I'd get in trouble. That's when I lied and said that Max forced me to hook up with him. And you didn't realize how serious that lie would be? You don't have to leave Max. Not if you're feeling guilty or ashamed. More like embarrassed. This issue with Kiev is making us emotional. It's hard to think straight when we're emotional. Does that mean we can still be friends? Of course. But just that. I'll try to forget what even happened. But I do have something to ask you. What is it, Vanessa? The feelings you had for me when you first met me, did they ever go away? Obviously, I can't deny what happened between Gianni and I, but I can't ignore it either. Of course you can, Quinlan. You're just choosing not to. That's easy for you to say. You're not in the public eye like I am. Then why not just write up a public apology? Why have an entire conversation about what went on between you and my father? Because a written apology is impersonal, Ben. I don't want people to think of me as some sort of fraud. You don't think people will make that assumption when you talk about the affair on TV? Are you sure that people won't assume that you're only trying to progress in your career over this? That is not my agenda, and the public will see that. I don't know what I'll do, Yulissa. Then do what's reasonable. If Zeke continues to cause you pain, then drop him. But he's struggling. If I just walk out on him like that, then I can't help but feel like I'm abandoning him. Last time I checked, you two didn't make vows in front of a group of witnesses. You're not obliged to stay by Zeke's side if his struggles only end up breaking your heart. If he knows that he's supposed to get himself together and doesn't, then you need to walk away. I wasn't thinking, D.A. Russo. I was afraid. Oh, I know you weren't thinking. But because you acted out in fear, my son could have ended up in prison and you almost tarnished his reputation. I'm really sorry, D.A. Russo. I didn't want to cause Max that much pain. Saying sorry isn't gonna take away the pain that Max went through. It's not gonna erase the fact that he felt so much pain that he wanted it all to stop by attempting to end his life altogether. Keep your apologies, Yvette, because you'll end up being sorry anyway. Does that mean you're gonna put me in jail now? I'm glad you understand that jail is a reasonable consequence for your deception. Unfortunately for me, there's a process when it comes to confessions like yours. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Dorval. Hi, Max. It's good to see you today. Good to see you too as well. Can we talk about this another time? That's fine. What was he doing here, Vanessa? Max came to share some news about Keith. He told me that Keith's dad got him a lawyer to keep him from spending time in prison. Keith's father is gonna do what? I guess that's what D.A. Russo was trying to tell me over the phone. This is ridiculous. Finnegan is supposed to be the police commissioner. I bet he wouldn't even be okay with this if this was someone else's child. Even though Commissioner Burke is trying to get Keith off. You don't think he'll succeed in it, right? You know what, Quinlan? Do whatever you want. Doing what you want is exactly what puts you in this predicament in the first place. I'm gonna ask you this again. Now that I've made this decision, what does it mean for us? You tell me. Here's what I'll tell you, Ben. I didn't accept Pacho's offer to hurt you. I hope you understand that I'm not trying to capitalize off of this scandal. My goal is to find closure. That's easy for you to say, Yulissa. You've never been in love before. Then let's bring up another example. Our father took someone's life. We've all accepted that. I still love him, Nichelle, but I will not have a relationship with him as long as he continues to deny that he ended Elvira's life. Zeke is nothing like Dad. Zeke should be in prison for giving Max substances, which could have sent him to an early grave. Is that what Zeke is doing that's hurting you? Is he dealing again? That's not the issue. Well, whatever he's doing, you don't have to keep hurting yourself by staying with him through his reckless behavior. Now, I'll pray that he gets his life together, Nichelle, but I also hope you make the right choice. It's so good to see you, baby. What was that for? Because I'm grateful that you love me, even though I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either, Wanda. And I'm glad you love me too. Hello? Hello, Udell. Heidi, what do you want? It's nothing that I want. Do you know where your daughter is? Yvette is upstairs in her room. Why? Your daughter is not in her room. She's not even home. She's at the police station being interrogated by the police after admitting that she lied about my son. Yvette might need some representation. Goodbye. Heidi? Heidi! Udell, what's wrong? How did you not know that Yvette snuck out Wanda? What do you mean? Where is she? Our daughter is at the police station confessing that she lied about Max Russo. Keith is gonna pay for everything that he's done, no matter what Commissioner Burke tries to do. Even though it troubles me that Commissioner Burke is trying to keep his son from paying for his actions, he won't succeed in it, Vanessa. Kisau Teddy? What do you mean the commissioner is trying to keep Keith from paying for his actions? Just that, Poppy. Commissioner Burke hired Harley Drake to defend Keith. He doesn't want his son to go to prison. Maison me. I understand that man wants to protect his son, but keeping him from prison will only cause more trouble. And if Commissioner Burke gets what he wants, it will only destroy him.